Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are creating this website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And right now we are in the process of converting this design into a Blogger template. Now in this video, I'll show you how to display the latest posts over here inside a single post page. So here we can see we have the single post, and if you scroll down, here we have the recent post displayed over here, but these are static data. Now we will get the dynamic data from our blog post over here and add it over here. So we will do that in this video. Let's get started. Alright, here I'm in the dashboard of my Blogger website, and let's go here to theme, and let's click on this arrow and let's click on edit HTML. And let's scroll down and go to the end of our theme code, and here we already have this code where we are getting the recent posts, and we are getting 3 posts over here, and we are adding that to the home page. So let's go ahead and add this inside an if condition so that it will only be executed when we are on the home page. So let's type less than b colon if, and for the condition let's type data colon view dot is home page, and let's close the if condition right here. And now let's create another if condition for when we are on a single page. So here we have this single post displayed over here. Now when we are on this page, we need to display the recent posts over here. So let's go back, and here let's add an if condition, and let's type if condition equals, and let's type data colon view dot is single item, and this will check whether we are on a single post page. And here let's go ahead and add the code to get the recent posts and display them over here just below the post. So I'll just copy this script tag from here, and let's paste it over here. I'll just make some basic changes. The first thing we need to do is we need to get just 2 posts over here. So let's change this to max results of 2, and let's change the callback function name, and let's call it populate recent posts, and let's create the function over here. So I'll just create a script tag, and now here we need to get the data from this script, and we have this function called populate recent posts. So let's create that function. Just type const populate recent posts equals, and we get some data, so I'll just call it data over here, and let's create this arrow function. Now in this, first of all, we need to reference the container division. So let's right click over here and go to inspect, and here we can see that we have this recent posts, and here we have this container with a class of recent posts container. So let's target that. Here just type const recent posts container equals document dot query selector, and here let's type dot recent posts container. And then if we scroll up here, we can see that we have almost the same code. We have this container division of post container, but here we have recent post container, and the rest of the code is similar. So let's copy this line of code from here for getting the entry from this data. So let's copy that and paste it right here. And let's copy this loop. So here we have this for each loop. So just copy all of this till here, and let's paste it over here. Now there are some things we need to change over here. So if you scroll down, here we have post container, so we need to change it to recent post container. And then here we have this class of service, and if you go back to our website, and if I right click over here and go to inspect, here we can see that we have this division with the class of card. So let's change service to card, and everything else is, I think, correct. Right now the next thing we will do is we will remove everything inside our recent post container. We will remove all the static data. So I'll just search for it, and here we have the recent post container. So I'll just delete all these card divisions from here. And now let's go ahead and click on save, and let's go back to our website and reload. And here the recent posts are not being displayed. So let's go back and let's see what's the problem. Let's scroll down, and I think we have some typo over here. So here we have the name typed incorrectly. So I'll just copy this, and I'll just paste it over here. So here we had a typo, and we have one more typo over here. We have recent post container over here, and here we have recent post container. So I'll just change this to recent post container, And now let's go ahead and save this. Let's go back to our website and reload. And now we can see that the recent posts are displayed over here, but we don't have the gap between these elements. That's because we had added a gap of 0 when we are on single post page. So if you right click over here and go to inspect, here if you go to the cards container, here we can see that the gap is set to 0 for single item, and for all the other types of pages we are setting the gap to 32 pixels. Now for the recent post container, we need to add a gap of 32 pixels over here, and we also need to add a gap for this card division. So we'll just add a gap of, let's try 24 pixels. I think that looks alright. So let's do that. Let's go back over here and let's go to our CSS and let's search for the CSS for single item, and here we are setting the gap to 0. So let's type single item, and in that we have the cards container, and it also has a class of recent posts container. And if that is the case, then I will just go ahead and add a gap of 32 pixels. And let's also type single item cards container dot recent posts container card, and let's add a gap of 24 pixels, and let's save this. Let's go back to our website and reload. And now we can see we have the correct gap for these posts, and everything is being displayed correctly. Let's click on one of these posts, and we are taken to that post over here, and we have the recent post displayed over here as well. So everything is being displayed correctly. Now the next thing we will do in this video is that we will display the recent comments over here. So for that, let's go ahead and add some comments to our posts. So these are just static content. So I'll just copy this comment from here, and I'll just add it over here, and let's click on publish. And if you scroll down here, we can see that our comment was published. Let's go ahead and add one more comment. I'll just type, this is an amazing article, waiting for more, and let's click on publish. And now we can see that there are 2 comments in our website. So let's go ahead and display them over here on the right side in the sidebar. So for that, let's go back, and we need to display this sidebar in all the pages except the home page. So for that, let's go back over here and let's add an if condition. And here let's type b : if, and for the condition let's type not data : view dot is home page, and let's close the if condition right here. And here we will display our recent comments. Now to get the recent comments, you can just go over here to feeds, and here we need to change this to comments, and here we need to change this to default. And now if you press enter, here we can see that the comments are displayed over here. And if you scroll down, here we have the entry, and in the entry we have all this content. So we have the content of the comment. So here we can see this is an amazing article, and here we have the link for the comment, and here we have the author name, and then we have another comment over here. So this is the previous comment. Here we have the content displayed, and here we have the link and the author. So let's go back to our source code, and here let's copy this script from here, and let's paste it inside here, and let's change posts to comments, and let's change summary to default, and the max results should be 2. So let's keep it as it is. And for the callback function, let's change this to populate recent comments, and let's create the function over here. So let's create a script tag, and here let's type const populate recent comments, and we get some data. I'll just call it data, and let's create this arrow function. Now let's get all the comments from this data. So it is just like the post, we have everything inside the entry. So let's type const comments equals data.feed.entry. Now let's target the comments container. So I'll just search for it. So I'll just type recent comments, and here we have the recent comments division. So in the recent comments, we have this division with the class of recent comments, and in that we have this widget content division. and in that we have the cards. So I'll just delete one of these cards, and let's copy this card from here, or I'll just cut it from here, and let's add it to our JavaScript. So here, first of all, let's target the container division. So I'll just type container equals document dot query selector, and let's type recent comments, and in that we have the widget content. Right now let's loop through all the comments. So I'll just type comments dot for each, and for each of the comment I'll just name it comment, and let's create an arrow function over here. And here, first of all, I'll just create the HTML. So I'll just type const comment HTML equals, and let's add it inside backticks, and let's paste the HTML over here. And then we need to add these cards to the recent comments container. So we have this const named container. So I'll just type container dot inner HTML equals, or let's type plus equals because we need to add multiple comments, and let's type comment HTML, which we are getting from here. Right now let's extract the details. So we need to get the link, we need to get the name of the commenter and the content of the comment. So here inside the for each, let's create const for all of that. Let's type const author equals, and let's see how the author is fetched. So let's go back to our JSON feed, and here if you scroll down and go to entry, here we have the author, and in the author we have the name, and the author is basically an array. So we need to get the first element of the author, and from that we need to get the name, and in the name we have $T. So this is basically the commenter's name. So let's go back and let's type comment, which is this comment right here, dot author, and the first item in the array dot name dot $T. So this is the author name, and then we need to get the content. So let's type const content equals comment dot, and let's go back over here, and here we have the content inside content, and in that we have the $T. So let's type comment dot content dot $T, and then lastly we need to get the link. So let's type const post URL equals comment dot, and let's go back over here, and here we have the link, and from the link we need to find the href where the rel is alternate. So for that we need to go back and we need to type link dot find, and here we need to type link, and we need to check whether link dot rel is equal to alternate, and from that we need to get the href. Right now we have the post URL, the content, and the author, and let's add them over here. So here for the link, let's type $curly braces, and let's type post URL, and here for the author name, let's type $curly braces author, and then for the content, so here let's go ahead and delete all of this, and here let's go ahead and type $curly braces, and let's type content. Right now let's go ahead and click on save, and let's see whether everything works all right. Let's go back to our website, and let's reload this page, and here we can see that our comments are displayed, and we have the 2 comments that we just added displayed over here. So the comments are also being fetched dynamically. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below, and if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.